character folder.
Oh, awesome. Congrats.
Yeah, somehow I found where it's all stored.
Okay, I'm coming. Welcome, folks, out there in the land of YouTube. We are rolling. We are gonna try
I like the ram's horn
to
folders.
get going with MDI.
I thought they might really be best.
And we will see how this works.
Mhm.
I'm sitting here at eye level 422.56. We're going to see if this works. Okay.
Yeah, that seal of filial duty is the one ring that's 431. I got that on my Dominic, 422, 421.
I'm sitting at 422. I went ahead and dropped Evoker's Codex. I'm trying it. It did a lot more damage.
Shit. Oh, wait, fuck.
I mean, this seriously feels like Christmas. Like when I was a kid, we used to put the cheat codes on games, like unlock all the stuff. Like everything's just right there. Like there's all the trinkets, all the rings. Like
Fuck?
trying to
Yeah.
find my stats.
All my bars disappeared.
It does happen sometimes.
You must think that I'm a restless case because I ran away, because I ran away. If you listen to the words I say,
Huh?
you know that I'm okay, you know it's just a phase.
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
And if
There we
you get hurt, it's unintentional.
Oh, wait, count me.
I just wanted you to realize that I'm the one you like, that I'm the one you like. So where do we go? Where do we go from here?
If you're on Windows, I think it's the screenshot button or like shift Windows S. Depends on if you're Windows 10 or 11.
Baby, I've been busy missing you. Say, have you missed me too? Say, have you missed me too? Was this intermission good for you? Yeah, was it good for you? Or are you just confused? Don't think I'm leaving, cause I'm not at all. So if you get hurt, it's unintentional. And I know that what I did was typical. I just needed time to show you what you got. So where do we go? Where do we go from here? Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go from here?
Yeah, it changes all your bars.
Oh, when you change your down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that it does that. It's like your bars are saved to the count. It's a code or something.
I feel like there's a way of doing this.
Wanted was a sign from you. Leave me here just like I do.
Okay.
Never wanted was to make it through. Tell me how about you? How about you? So where do we go? Where do we go from here? Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go?
Because I want to, like, I have, like, talent for anything. For all our damages.
just true. Yeah, I know you said, baby, this is final. And I blame myself. All that's left of me now is an animal. And I cry for help. I wish my call's gonna reach you. Give it my all, 'cause I need you out. Let it go, let it go, let it go till I get you alone. I can't help but howl like a wolf. Howl like a wolf. I wish my call's gonna reach you. Give it my all, 'cause I need you. I will howl like a wolf. Baby, I will howl like a wolf. When the sun fades, when the night awaits, I'll
So
be
we're waiting on
howling,
Death Knight.
howling for you, babe.
Huh? So we waiting on the Death Knight, and then we're get this party rocking.
Are you transmogging?
Can't keep my pain
No,
quiet
all
any
my
longer. Gotta let it out. Are you anywhere near? So I wonder. Can you hear me now? I know it ain't over till it's over. 'Cause I'm still.
You got your headphones
I
on
walk
anyhow,
out.
so it'll take you about to. You'll actually go outside the dungeon, then
No,
it'll
they
porch
sent me
out.
outside.
Yeah, give it a
Oh,
second.
then
Uh-huh.
they booted me. That's weird. How come they won't let us go anywhere?
This thing gives me anxiety. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It gives me anxiety. And I haven't
You'll be
done it since
fine.
the last time we did it, and it was this. Pardon my French, shit show.
Well, Tina,
You know, Tina, you don't have to heal. Like, if
We
you
can-
prefer to DPS, someone else can heal.
yeah.
No, I want to heal. That's what I enjoy doing. I understand.
Well, Tina, you should have your 4-piece, which is your 4-piece bonus, which is going to help a lot. Then you also have a crap ton of gear. Like, I'm setting at 422. That's way over gear in this. Out of 15.
I don't have any. Sorry.
So I just go over some stuff quickly that can definitely be done. With the characters and all that kind of stuff, everyone's got their gear. Take it. Everyone's gone to the vendors. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How good?
Yes.
How good is that? I've never had to work so hard for mythic gear in my life.
I know.
Everyone's got their forceps and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
On top of that, it's everyone enchanted their gear.
Oh, yes. And rain and diamonds, and I'm tricked out like a teenage girl.
That goes in my next question. Is everyone socketed up their items too?
Yes.
Sockets for all your stuff. That includes the necklace. Everyone's running
Yes.
sockets and everything like that.
Yes.
Sweet. So we're all gemmed up. We're all enchanted out.
I'm not enchanted.
Uh,
Or
Okay.
I've never
Fiona?
done enchants.
No, that's alright. What about you, Draken? Sweet. Becky, can you help? Sienna, on the right hand side of the vendors, you know how that kind of.
Yeah, I know where to get the enchants.
haste on the rings if you can.
Okay.
Um,
I won't be able to remember all of this.
It took me an hour to get all of that part done. The gem and
yeah, so as you can see, you know,
Okay. Okay, so
the first thing you're gonna want to do.
you know
Yes,
what?
you
I'm
want-
just gonna stream feed Trump. Yeah, Trunk's in a cool week. Trump. Sorry. Steph was like, "Oh yeah, I can help you guys once I'm like done." And I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Doing. So,
Okay.
um,
So-
basically babysat me through this whole
okay,
thing.
with boots, you want to go with the watcher's loam, bottom left. Give you more stamina rather than speed. Now you're gonna go with the voiding. So on the braces enchant on the bottom right, grab one of those. Okay, now we're gonna go next. We're gonna go into middle left. Waking stats. Up one. A down one to the graceful avoidance on the cloak. So, and then you're gonna go into the next one. We're gonna go double haste up top left.
Two of those.
Yeah, grab two of those. Are you gonna go into the next page? Second from top. Yep, Sophic Devotion. Grab one of those.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Are you gonna go down a frozen spell thread? The one on the left hand side. That one. I'll go next. I think that's it. Yeah, sweet. So get out of that and then use that on all your gear. I'm just gonna check your everyone's consumables too. So. Those, you got some healing runes, you got-
Hello.
Are these automatically equipped to what they need to be to?
No, you gotta click on the item.
Boots, that one.
Oh, this is gonna be so badass.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can't wait to kick ass.
You're just itching it.
I'm so glad you're so excited. I'm just kind of sick to the stomach.
Just...
This is supposed to be fun. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna have fun.
We're like super powered characters. Like, we're gonna wipe the floor with this place. Plus,
Weird,
Plus-
weird doesn't overdo mechanics.
Yep.
The mechanics in this suck.
Mechanics will be less punishing, let me put it that way. But saying that. No, the other one, top ring. Oh no, you got him. No, you do. That one on the weapon.
Pretty much any other. I would have been happy and excited with Nakub.
no.
Equally. I would have been excited
Wait.
about Nakub.
No. I do not want to do no code on Tyrannical.
Now
Oh,
that I understand
Nobody
how to
does.
do the storming boss, I'm good. I'm fine.
yeah. You actually did really great on it today. I had an evoker warrior that wasn't collecting the orbs, was struggling to keep everyone alive. Like, and he was like 396, and I was like, "What is going on?" Like, it was really bad.
When you understand how to do those specific mechanics, it makes a
Yeah.
world of difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find yourself some crit mastery gems, Sienna, that'd be poggers.
Okay.
Is mastery good or not good for devastation evokers? Because I've
It
heard
is
mixed
their
things
best
about it.
friend. The more you have, the more reliable your damage is.
Yeah.
You can stack them too.
But
You don't
like,
need one of them.
but your damage is only like high at the beginning of a boss fight, and then it starts to drop as the boss gets lower health. Like, that's the thing.
So they pop tip to scales. When they pop tips to scales, they get full effect of their mastery.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I thought
Or is
tip the
it
scales
Dragon
was
Rage?
just. I thought.
Oh no,
tip the
no,
scales was
Dragon
just-
Rage is what he means.
Dragon Rage.
Tip the
Oh,
scales.
okay.
Okay. Yeah, healer doesn't get Dragon Rage. I use tip the scales if I need like a fully empowered spell like that, you know.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
literally what it does for everyone. Inscribed Illuminated Diamond Pen, is that good? That's primary stat and 66
Yes.
critical damage.
That's your
Mm.
best gem that you're gonna get. In
You
the
could
whole
go that
game.
one or the one above with the haste, but you don't need that much haste now because your tier gives you your lust for free. Almost every empowered spell.
What?
So you can probably go the crit one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
the four set for devastation is your empowered spells I think have a 30% chance to grant you Fury of the Aspects for 6 seconds. Very nice.
That's awesome.
You don't suffer
Basically
suffer
like the-
exhaustion
That's
either.
basically like the mage talent that gives you an extra hero.
Yeah, it's got a decent uptime. It's not, I wouldn't say it's 100%, but it's enough to make it feel less reliant on having a lot of haste now.
Oh, don't you wish you
Yeah.
guys could go do Mage Tower right now?
For my one, I've dropped a lot of haste in the crit, and I'm sitting. I think I'm sitting at 65 on live. My current one, I'm
So-
sitting at 65 mastery.
Yeah, no, talk to Dino. Again. Buy 6 of the top left item and 2 of the
This
top
dog
right
is so mistreated. I gave her my last piece.
Left.
I've been giving her some. Give her any more.
Come on.
6 of those.
She'll never eat dog food again.
Our dog is so freaking spoiled. We're sitting here feeding her like gourmet ham that we bought today.
How many?
It's expensive.
2 of those. Yeah, that. No, you want those gems. Okay, so go back to Vino.
Yeah.
Buy 8.
Ooh, we have all
Mastery
casters.
crit.
DPS.
Ooh, do I need to switch to a
No,
warrior?
no, not those. You've
No.
already used that.
No. This is a good thing.
Go to the
This
next
is a good
page.
thing for certain affixes and not other ones.
Sensei's nothing.
So for Sanguine, it's better to have range because melee like
Yeah.
stepping in the Sanguines.
Buy 8 of those.
Quaking, there's pros and cons to both because quaking, if you're stacked up in melee, you're all dead.
They're all good.
But quaking also interrupts casters and will spell lock you. So,
You just
yeah.
have to be careful when you're
Gonna-
casting.
You're
yeah.
gonna want to use your.
I use my instant stuff
Yeah,
when quaking's up, and then.
I think Ross is trying to talk.
Sorry.
Ross,
No,
but-
I could drag Sienna into like another chat. We'll just go through this real quick so that we set you up to do this kind of stuff. Can I drag? We'll jump to 5-man 3 or something. And we'll be back very shortly.
Here, I can drag you guys over.
Okay. Sorry, folks out there at YouTube land. It's taking a little while to get going.
So have you guys done much?
Huh?
What's that, Pim?
Have you done much?
I'm streaming to all the people out on
Have you done
YouTube,
many runs yet?
and it's taken us forever to get
Not on
going.
MDI. We've done nothing. I haven't done any runs.
So this is why we're trying to get everybody
Guess I could.
enchanted and gemmed up and everything.
Like I was on yesterday by myself, just gearing up all my tunes and testing their DPS. But I didn't
I don't
get
know
to
if my
run
voice
anything,
mod
'cause it's
thing
not like
works.
you can even plug into a group. Like I went to Group Finder and there was nothing listed. Like you know.
Roll up the sleeve, have the convulsion, and hail Satan.
When it's over, are we gonna be able to still have access to this to be able to do
Yes.
stuff?
You'll have access to this realm, even when MDI is long gone. They don't revoke access because we had it all through Shadowlands and in through Dragonflight. It's a lot of fun.
Thinking that we weren't gonna get to have it after the tournament was over.
It's possible, but
You got your ninja stance, you got your ninja defense arm up, and you go,
Judy Season 3 into Dragonflight.
That's what we're gonna
But
do.
I was able to
We're gonna
log in
Judy chop all the way through
to
this.
the MDI realm.
You got your
Month
ninja
before
stance,
the
you
MDI
got your ninja
season one
defense
goes.
arm up, and you go, Judy
I
chop.
don't think they just revoke it because then they'll have to re-add you back, so they just leave you there.
That's awesome.
Because you can't do anything, you can't take anything from here, so there's no downfall of having people come back here.
Well, that's
You get to
awesome.
come here and you get to, I think once the MDI controls over, you get to make keys. You can
And we say
personally pick,
bye-bye.
like, your personal own keys, levels, affixes.
Well, I think if they win, I should get all the credit, and if they lose, I should not be blamed at all.
There.
That's exactly how I feel. If we win this thing, it's all on me. If we lose, it's all on them.
Well, I think if they win, I should get all the credit, and if they lose, I should not be blamed at all. Okay? But it'll probably be just the opposite.
It's not like I need to change anything.
Quiet, quiet, quiet.
I actually want 4.
So what's the joke?
Yeah.
That I had a milder fart than I normally do?
I just want all my foxes. I want all my foxes. I love my foxes.
I reckon that tier set that Death Knights have is probably the best one. The helmet's great, like the massive horns.
Are you looking at my screen? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. I love the purple one. I love the red one.
The blue and white one's my favorite.
You
because
suck,
I can make it look like
jackass.
like the transmit, like a made
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
We're gonna find that out.
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. By the psycho killer inside.
Mythic ones are cool.
Yeah,
They're all the purple
we probably will find the dumb ways today.
And it's like the lightning comes off your shoulders and stuff. I did that for Shaman.
Roll up the sleeve, have the convulsion, and hail Satan.
The turner. You've got the teleport in the middle. There'll be a goblin on a pedestal. Once his time trial's over, that sells, well, not sells, but will trade you keys. He'll trade you specific keys with the, like, with enchants to increase their level or decrease their level.
With
That was a creamy one.
Stuff too. Like you basically just combine it like a recipe and make your keys.
Yeah.
So you guys
Yeah.
had that before, didn't you? Before
Yeah.
See, that was frustrating. We didn't have it. What the hell were you doing?
So you wouldn't have had it because you would have got access to the tournament maybe like a day before they went live or something. So they would have removed him because the time trials of those 2 specific keys only up until the scene.
That was a creamy one.
Stop! Weirdo.
I'm trying to get this all set up for my stream. They like to hear it too.
That was a creamy one.
Roll up the sleeve, have the convulsion, and hail Satan.
I don't care what you. That's funny. That guy's an idiot.
So what's the joke? That I had a milder fart than I normally do?
It's not her real name, apparently.
That was a creamy one.
H name.
Shaman.
I watched a YouTube video about how, like, someone talking about how she was created by the Illuminati.
I'm kind of retarded.
You know, the older I get, the less...
Quiet, quiet.
And we say bye-bye! And we say bye-bye!
I don't have all my pets.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in
I
big
pretty
trouble.
much believe almost every conspiracy theory a little bit. Except for Flat Earth. That's the only one I can get behind.
Emotional damage!
There's always a little truth in every conspiracy theory.
Truth in every lie.
Alexa, play Jump in the Cadillac!
Huh? Yeah.
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
It was like 600 years ago.
Shiny.
He wants to make us hide in fear in our basements.
What about people who say you're only interested in the Middle East for oil?
What?
The Americans.
Huh? Oil? Who said something about oil, bitch? You cooking?
You look badass.
You got your ninja stance, you got your ninja defense arm up, and you go, "Hey, Judy Chuck!" You got your ninja stance, you got your ninja defense arm up, and you go, hey, Judy Chuck!
Oh, it's one of the pets.
Greatest pet they've ever added
What's
in the
eating
game.
your panties,
It's
lady?
for the Easter children's. No, wait. It's Children's Week. And it's one of the pets you get as a prize, and
He has
it's
social
this,
anxiety.
it's this crazy little bird that just runs around all over the place.
Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man
I think it's one of the ones you have to have to show.
by the iniquities of the
I think it's only one G. EGBERT.
Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak.
So we going?
Hopefully.
Well, he's picking something up.
Apparently somebody's picking something up. We don't
Hey! Give me a heads up!
Nah.
I'm just killing one thing.
What classes do you
Holy Priest, the most boring healing spec in the game, apparently.
Blood
Still
DK.
By the way,
Blood DK.
You got a blood DK, holy priest, what else? Destruction.
Destruction Warlock.
Boker.
And an elemental shaman.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Caster heavy.
Still good, we got 2 AoE interrupts.
You suck!
And a...
jackass!
We got a motionless
back,
stone. Oh crap! You guys are going. I guess
are
I'm.
we actually going and running this?
Yeah.
We're gonna do it at 15. Yeah, it's whatever you guys can do.
I'm just testing it out on 0 because I want to test out my character.
We're warming up.
Yeah, warming up is a great way to describe it.
We're stretching.
Stuff melts so fast.
You gotta stretch before you exercise.
Yeah. Man, the amount of damage I do is just absurd.
Okay, so Seth said we do not loot. Is that the case, Ross?
Yes.
Don't loot.
Well, I got a motionless.
My shove needs a kick.
So.
Unless what?
I picked up a rock, so I'm sure they're gonna kick me.
I don't really understand why we can't loot, but supposedly we're not supposed to loot.
Oh, in a key, you can't loot.
Yeah, we can't loot in a key, but we can loot in a 0.
Yeah. But it's not like anything here is going to be. So the thing about these particular pools is that those chill weavers need kicks on the shield if you can.
Oh, hold on.
I got knocked into something.
That cannot
so
happen.
the only knocks as well, I don't know, exists from the swallows on the ground.
Slapping hands just disappeared off my toolbar. I have so much health.
What's going on with this shaman?
I don't know, ask him.
Gotta get out my other pet, I think.
I'm back.
Welcome.
Girl.
Becky, can we get a summon closet down for Sienna? So the main things, especially in these first few pools, is going to be kicks on the chill weavers and standing out of swirlies in circles up until you get to that big dragonoid iconic dude. Can we get another help with the summon, please?
I'm here.
Oh, you're here? You're at the... Okay, sweet.
I'm just around the corner, guys.
Is I'm gonna put a marker on me.
Yeah.
Apparently, we can skip the Defier Drag Heart. We can just pop all Invis potions.
I have 30 of them.
I don't think I got any.
Did I pick any up? I don't think so.
I can do some of the already.
Okay, easy. I have some, so I'll just... Yeah.
Yeah, I bought like 30 of them. I think they're free.
Yeah.
Free, but they're cheap.
Yeah, most of the files are 0 or like 1 gold or 5 gold or something.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
then if you run out of gold, you can go get 50 gold. So.
Wait a minute, don't take all those.
Oh yeah, I'm taking them.
Okay, so what I will say though is that
You suck,
it's
jackass.
ideal to follow Camp's routes. Everyone's going to be following you effectively your route. You don't want things pulled. Let them know. Be careful of this. Don't touch this. Don't touch this at all. Ideally, let them know beforehand too. So these butt pulls that exist in this hallway, Adam, if you don't want them, you need to let them know. Like, don't touch these. Don't go near these. This is a very claustrophobic section of the dungeon as well. You've got to keep things very tight. If you need to dodge circles and stuff like that, and the best way to do that is have a plan to either move forward or backwards, not to the sides, not into the eggs, and not towards those eggs. Think about it before the circle comes down, because when that circles and swirlies start coming down, most people's mindset is get out of the swirl, which is good. Don't get me wrong, I'm not punishing that, but the next step from there is which direction are you going to get out of them?
That was a creamy
That would
one.
be important to try not to do extra pulls and stuff.
You suck, you jackass.
So, Adam, being a DK, you're good tier when it comes to these chill weavers as well.
Roll up the sleeve, have the convulsion, and hail Satan.
And try and get them in a position where your team can
I'm kind of retarded.
Do that, and then we'll go on to the first boss, running your route, and we'll take it from there. Again, the biggest thing is going to be kicks on the chill weavers, circles and swirlies. Stay out of them. If you don't want to get knocked, stay out of the swirly. If you don't want to die, stay out of the circle and the swirly.
Okay. I'm putting markers on the 2 chill weavers that we'll probably encounter, and then we can always call out, listen, I'm on moon or triangle.
Yep.
For interrupts.
So quick question, if we're going to invis past this stuff, the video that Josh and I watched, the guy pulled these eggs back here in order to get this stuff killed to be able to kill other stuff, not have to kill other stuff later. You guys want to do that?
Well, it looks like Josh is taking the lead.
No, that's...
That was Adam's going to. One extra mechanic to deal with the whelps, which is the same as the boss, is that if anyone gets 10 stacks, they get frozen of cold claws. So if you're going to pull these, Tina, you've got to be on dispels. Make sure no one gets to 10 stacks. We've also got you're running kick pet, aren't you, Becky?
Sorry, say again?
You're running kick pet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. So as far as dispels go, we'll lean heavier on, offensive dispels, we'll lean heavier on shaman and priest for those. What that means is that when it comes to flame dancers, I'll get, when it comes to them being close to dying, Josh, you're going to have to hard swap at about, don't get me wrong, use your interrupts on the Cinder Weavers, but when the flame dancers are about to die, you're going to hard swap to them, and when they die, you're going to purge them as quickly as possible.
Good.
When they get to 0, they get a shield, they start spitting out fire, but that's kind of go on. Tina, like all good things in marriage, one person's problem is now your problem as well. You're going to help him. offensive purges. Master spell works too, but offensive purge those flame dancers when they die.
I try.
So, yeah.
I have an ability because, like, just for Ruby Life Pools, Unravel. It's an instant enemy protective magic. Like, if they have a shield, I deal 50,000 spell frost damage to absorb their shield.
I mean, that's good, but
not really for this.
Well, does it sink it into the shield, or because we've got 2 purges, they just on one global they can get rid of the shield.
Okay.
And I'm concerned that spell just sinks damage into said shield. You'd really want it for overkill on the shield to put damage into them.
Okay. That makes sense. So if like something does get a shield, I just pop that and then leave the spell dancers, whatever they're called, to purge.
Oh, absolutely. Because you want to.
That was a creamy one.
Anyway, we can do this as many times as we like. Believe it or not, repairs, consumables, all that kind of stuff costs you nothing. My best advice will be get into it. Back in, see how you go. Some practicing.
Let's kick this pig.
Okay.
Easy.
Oink.
This is still a 0.
Yeah.
Do you want to finish the 0 or do you want to hop into a 15?
What do you guys want to do?
I don't care. I say jump in the head first.
Can we? I would like to just finish this so we can just
Sure.
get like a little bit more of an idea with this.
Okay.
Yeah. I love that Death Grip also interrupts most of the time. And it taunts. Are we invising past this guy?
We can.
Alright.
I don't have a thing.
You don't have a pot?
I don't think
Trade
so.
you. Let me trade you. Let me trade you. I got you.
What's it called?
Yep, she got
It
him.
doesn't work. It doesn't work.
I got him. I got him. I got him. We're gonna pull him through here though.
I'm really glad
Please do, please
that we
do.
figured out that doesn't
Go
work.
fast, little fox. Good old flame decoration. I didn't even take damage. I love this.
That is insane.
Did not even take damage. Alright, you guys ready?
Yeah. Pick it up.
Oh good, we have lots too, because we have a dragon and a shaman. Right on.
Just tell me when you want it.
Yeah, let's see on our hit. Move, move, move. We're gonna do one petal at a time.
I forgot that my trinkets went on my boss.
Alright. Wait for me to aggro the pups. 3, 2, 1. Here come more. Interrupt her. Move right. Next pedal. She's dead. Second. We're gonna blow through this in like 10 minutes or less. Where are all the dragons?
Snooze, you lose.
Run away. I feel fast though, like I've got 11% speed.
I thought you were gonna say fat.
No.
I feel fat. In a good
PHAT.
way. In a good way. I feel fat in a good way.
Yes.
Little death knight.
It's PHAT fat, not FAT.
Alright, we're gonna do Thunderhead first. So wait for me to get up there. And then we're gonna bait his breath. So get out of the breath. Thunderjaw, I'm gonna bait it so that he knocks me into an edge and not like down the street. Dead.
Oh my gosh.
We're so overpowered.
This pack will have 2 Cinder Weavers. The idea is to try and get as many kicks off as possible.
Sienna, when you have that bomb, if you bring it into the
Melee.
Yeah.
Bring it into melee.
it will
Get out of the burnout.
it will hurt
It'll knock them up. It'll knock them up in the air, so it interrupts them and it hurts them too.
Okay.
But it also
These
can
flame
hurt
dances
us too,
need to
right?
be disturbed.
Yeah, it can hurt us too, but just get out. You guys are ranged. Get out of it, like, and I'll absorb it. So, like, I don't care.
Purge.
Oh fuck. No, it's fine. It's gold.
So the blaze of glory gets purged.
Yeah. If you purge it, it dies because it's an absorb shield. They channel it during an absorb shield. You purge the shield, they die, and then we're casting.
Effectively, what they do in life is they'll sit there meleeing the tank, and then eventually they'll do flame dance. Flame dance is a channel that they put on the tank, and it starts. It's a tank buster that doesn't really hurt that much, but if they get the full channel off, it nukes the group. And then when they die or they reach 0 health, they put an absorb shield on them, and they start spinning on the spot, spinning out fireballs at intense speed. And they stop when that shield is gone. You can either damage through the shield if you don't have a purge, or if you do have a purge, just spend 1 global and kill them instantly.
Yeah. Are we skipping the dragon or not?
Yeah, we're gonna try to skip Flame Gullet here. I'm gonna pull everything up here. Come up the stairs.
Everybody needs to be on the stairs. I do remember that part.
Yep. Bring that bomb in too. Let's get that Cinder Weaver up here. Done.
Good positioning.
Flame Gullet's moving. Alright, we're gonna hug this tree right. Hug this tree. Hug this tree, go this way. And we're gonna go right into the next pack. You can like mount up or speed boost if you need to. Again, we're gonna pull them up the stairs.
You can get a kick. Yeah, nice.
Pretty sure I just accidentally pulled him.
Fade will just die. Fade will just die. I'm gonna battle res on you.
No, he's in melee. It's alright, we can nuke him down pretty fast. Let's just get out of the breath.
Sorry, I got stuck by the tree and I couldn't get out of it.
Yeah, it's alright. That's why we're practicing. Get out of the breath. Dead.
Okay, wait a second. Before we move on, this is where I got messed up.
Yeah.
I was coming up this way. Behind the tree.
Yep.
This I can't go.
Yeah. You kind of literally have to like just.
Yeah, so
Too
I went around. I went this way.
Yeah, you're too tall.
Yeah, like I'm short. I'm a little Volpera, so I can fit underneath. But what I did was just, like if you're watching my screen, I speed boost and I just hugged the outside like this, and went around the tree.
Okay. When I did
Pulled
that, I could see
everything.
was coming around at the
Pulled
wrong
everything,
time.
and I sped around the corner, blood boil, pulled everything up the stairs, and camped out there.
Okay.
Alright.
Now,
Are we ready?
with these guys?
Nah. I think we need them for percent, don't we?
Yeah, because we didn't get Flame Gullet. You can technically skip Flame Gullet if you pull the extra stuff on the first floor. So you don't need them for percentage. Purge. Okay. Boss time.
Hey Trunk, are we allowed to loot in these?
Supposedly not.
So,
You got your
What you're
ninja
doing now is
stance,
just
you
running
got your
through
ninja
zero.
defense arm up, and you
Time
go,
trial.
Judy chunk!
And when you're in a mythic key,
Something.
there will be no move.
It's just Judy shopping.
No, I mean like apparently we're not allowed to loot anything.
Yeah, Seth said that we. I don't know, supposedly we'll get in trouble or something to loot.
Are you guys ready, this boss?
Yep.
Yeah, I am.
Take the ad.
Okay, bait boulder, get behind.
Bait boulder, bait boulder. Alright. Kill ad.
Who's got that?
Searing blows.
Okay,
I'm gonna pull her
move.
this way.
Remember the boulder comes now. So bait it to the
boulder.
side.
Bait boulder, good. Boulder's going behind.
Middle.
Bait ad. Move out.
It's okay. Now just the boulder. Bait it, bait it, bait it. Nice.
Boulder's going behind us. I got the blaze kick. Get out, get out,
Alright.
get out.
Remember boulder now.
Trees.
Alright, good.
Watch that.
She's dead.
Wow.
I got a cape. LOL.
So, explain to me why we don't stand behind the boss. But
You got your ninja stance, you got your ninja defense arm up, and you go, Judy chunk!
You can. If you want to bait the boulder back into the fire, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Positioning on the move is slightly difficult at times, considering there's going to be a lot of damage going out. So, doing the best, the worst place to bait the boulder is right in front of the boss where you're going to go. The boulder will roll down the path and then put a massive flame patch. It'll bite you in the ass.
I would recommend that we, in like an actual key, we just pop defensive in Thunderstorm. Is that right or not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
being full weak.
we can't stun or CC it or anything, so there's no way to stop it from casting its unavoidable damage, so pop defensives. The channelers, like the flame channeler and the thunder channeler, can be kicked. But you have to take these pulls very carefully. Like, so what I'm gonna do is pull back, like just these three guys, and then we're gonna kick this flame channeler.
Got it. Oh, fuck's sake.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah, we really need to see who's on what.
Yeah.
So we at least have a system going on like,
Yeah.
okay, I don't have to worry about that and double
Like,
kick.
Yeah, like I've got first kick. I need somebody to take second kick.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go over here and pull these little guys first.
Hey, if you will pull that and then the pack up front together, I will mass the spell on them.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to do it the way the video said.
Well,
That's just a suggestion type of thing.
Yeah.
Making
okay,
use of
this pack here has 2 channelers in it. So I need kicks on diamond and circle.
I'm on circles.
Alright, that's AoE. I'm gonna put down a AMZ for that.
I'm dropping the totem.
Okay, what does a totem do?
It can heal. Oh crap! Chain lightning did it.
Okay, it's okay.
That's a bad thing. But my DPS looks better.
Okay, I'm popping that.
Yeah. I would pop a defensive there because that's unavoidable damage.
It's really useful because that way we also, it actually counts for everyone.
Okay. this last fight, we have to hard focus the dragon.
And also, I don't know if anybody's noticed, the air that blows comes this way. It's counterclockwise. Then it'll blow this way. Then it blows this way.
Question. Do you want to put like
This way.
markers on like the areas where you want it to be?
Yeah, because if you put your fire back here, then it'll blow it off. Next one, if you put it over here, it'll blow it off that side.
I usually just try to put it on the statue.
Yeah, either way.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. If you, the winds go in the same direction every time.
Counterclockwise, or clockwise. North to south, east to west, south to north, west to east.
If it's going south the first time, if you put it all down south, it'll make it easier and it'll just blow right off. You won't have to worry about getting hit by it. And it won't blow through your fighting area, basically.
So first we're gonna have to put it at the back. Then we're gonna have to put it here.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna have to put it here and then at the front.
Here.
Is that right,
So
Josh?
I think it's, yeah, back here.
I know it's the back first.
Back first.
And then-
And it's counterclockwise, so it'll be over here next.
So we put it on the opposite side. So
Yeah,
it
and then
gets blown off
back there
quicker.
and over here.
And then front. Okay.
Yep.
So back, this statue, this statue.
You want to put markers?
Yeah.
If you can, yes, please.
So first we're gonna go like back here, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
And then here.
Oh, do we go that way first? Okay.
It's counterclockwise is what that
That
was
is
told.
counterclockwise.
Yeah,
So
so
it'd be
Okay,
X. It'd
be X, square,
and then okay.
one, whatever this is, yeah, triangle.
Triangle. Alright, are we ready?
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm gonna pull him back here. So everyone stay between the statues. We want to bait the dragon back, and I want everyone to hug focus the dragon.
Okay.
Kill dragon.
Kill dragon. Get out of the breath. That was good. See, we already got the dragon 50%. It's not gonna go quite that fast with 15, but it's like we already phased them.
Okay.
Oh, he's on me like white on rice.
I got him. Y'all hit pretty hard. Not gonna lie. 421. See, dragon's dead. Boss is easy now.
Awesome.
Get out of the fire.
Yeah.
There we go.
Easy.
Lovely.
Unfortunately, we really didn't even get to
Somebody got a key.
get the mechanics down.
Ha,
Yeah.
I got a key, a Halls of Valor too.
that's funny.
Oh man, I wish we could take those keys.
I think you probably could.
We can always do it if we want to practice the low keys. Is that allowed, Trunk?
Well, there should be a keystone window where you can get a key, like an empty key shell. There isn't? Is it not in Ouroboros too? Check that.
Are the 15s, the tournament keys.
Well, it's a bit strange. Anyway, yeah, I'd run it back at a 15. I'd give it a go, and I'd start looking at doing dry runs of that.
Yep. Might reset the dungeon before we go back in.
That's good.
Well, the fun will still be there, so you don't really need to.
So this is where it's at, right? Well, you can't see my thing.
Talk to the dragon to take you back to the beginning.
Yep.
Oh,
He takes you to the beginning, or he takes you outside? I can't remember.
It takes you outside. You might be able to run back in. I'm gonna run back in before I get booted.
Right, Ross?
Okay, I don't
But
know
what
if
would
they
be?
kicked me out or not.
The Keystone vendor.
Yeah, they kicked me out.
Yeah. That's why I poured it out, then I went back
Yeah,
in.
is it? But if it's not there, I'm checking Oribos. But if you're gonna do, yeah,
Sure can.
Oh, cool.
But rather than doing that, again, I'd recommend doing the just starting the dry runs with the time trials and stuff like that.
Yep.
If you want to be eligible for the banner, you'll have to do times the temple and the.
They dropped me at the boss when I came in.
Yeah, it did me too.
Just run back rather than getting everyone out, resetting stuff like that. Just run back. At this point, I'd start.
Just hammer it. Just hammer it.
I'm kind of retarded.
Everyone look at consumabling up. And then the thing is that it'll never drop under a 50, right?
That was a creamy one.
You suck, you jackass.
You got your ninja stance, you got your ninja defense armed up, and you go, Judy Chuck!
Whatever. All the way up to 21, I think is the cap. Once you hit 21,
you got your ninja stance, you got your ninja defense armed up, and you go, Judy Chuck!
If you build it up, good to go.
Shiny.
Now that everyone's kind of sitting there at the front, I'd look at
shiny.
Popping all your consumables. So getting your feasts up, getting your weapon enchants up, getting your augment runes, stuff like that. Making sure you got little lock rocks, making sure your health pots are there, ready to go for effectively a 15. It'll feel easy. It won't feel as easy as the just did. Mechanics will be more punishing than what you just did. However, it's not probably going to feel like 15.
You guys got these, the augment runes?
Yep.
Okay.
I got feasts too. I'll put feasts down.
Yeah. Somebody already got one.
Put as many feasts down as you want. Make a feast artwork if you want.
So weird. It put me where the first boss died.
Food for days. Just wasting money.
What money? We get it for free.
That's true.
Bill Gates' money.
Yeah.
Certainly not Bobby Kotick because he doesn't pay taxes.
Becky,
right.
it looks like you're sitting on my lap.
He's also fond of killing families. So.
Babysitting.
We just dropped like 14 feasts. It's...
Or.
Well, missing the 10, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone's damage was really solid. It's awesome.
I think the last boss is the only time I hit like 100. But I don't think anything had enough health for us to like start generating.
Oh no, we're gonna hit way higher numbers.
Yeah, because
Which
it's just
it actually isn't. That's what I mean. Like we're gonna one-shot everything. Like on a 0. You know.
Yeah.
Alright, is everyone ready?
Yep.
So I'm gonna go through the consumable list. Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone got their food buff?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Good. Everyone's got their food buff. Check weapon buff. Everyone got runes.
Yes.
Applied to their weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Runes. Yep. You got a howling rune or a chirping rune?
Yeah, I think I'm missing one.
So we
I
wanna
can give you guys
I have
some.
extras.
spread
Just
the
come
love.
to me and I'll give you some. I'm right here, but I'm back by the portal.
Thought I had them all.
Ellie Shaman? Does Ellie Shaman put it on? Because they have their own weapon and shit.
Oh, they do
Flame tongue, yeah.
firebrand, yeah,
Flame
or
tongue.
whatever. Yeah.
Not all of those.
Yeah, I can't do enchantments because I have the rune forging. But I can do like a howling rune on top of it.
Anyone need
Or a sharpened stone.
No, but you can keep them. You can share them.
Use one first.
Okay.
That's a good question. What should Adam use? Should he use a sharpening stone or like a rune?
On Blood DK, I personally go with Howling.
Yeah,
It's
that's
extra
what I
haste.
did. I was using sharpening stones in retail, but for here I'm gonna do howling rings instead.
Tina, will you give us your fortitude again?
What?
Will you give us your buff? There it is. Thank you. Okay, let's kick this
Everyone's
pig.
good on runes.
Everyone gets our cookies.
Yep.
We got a dragon buff. We got our priest buff.
Augment runes. Everyone's got augment runes.
We got our blood DK buff.
Awesome.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm gonna pull big guy in with that first pack.
Okay, awesome.
Don't touch him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, aggro.
I said don't touch
Bring it
him.
on the tank. Yeah, bring it on the tank.
No.
Sorry. Ooh, that hurt. I died. Wow.
Oh wow, yeah.
This shit hurts.
What'd you die to?
I can't talk right now. I gotta just focus. If you die, just release and run back. We're right here.
Explosives.
Oh yeah, that's good.
No, it's
Oh,
volcanic.
yeah, it's volcanic.
Oh man.
It basically only happens if you're standing still. If you keep moving, you don't really get them. Which is hard for casters. We got Sanguine. Get out, get out, get out. Come on, get out. We got Storming, Thundering, whatever it's called.
Leave it for a minute so you can.
Yeah, we'll clear on 5 seconds.
Start clearing.
Alright, PC's just having a hard time.
Would it kill down to give Priest a little bit more speed?
We have you've got 3 options for speed. Well, 2 actually, sorry. Angelic Feather and Body and Soul.
Don't forget speed and chance also.
Can I have more than one enchant on my thing?
Do we get a purge on the shields?
Try it in just a second.
It says fortified, right?
Yep.
Okay, stop clearing.
Get over here, get over here. Can I get purge on the shield?
Alright, just a second. What am I doing wrong?
We got butt pull. Okay, we have to stun the Earth Shapers, the Tectonic Slam. I guess.
Cool down. 3 seconds.
I got him.
Stun.
Really force. Sorry. Shoot. What's going on?
I stunned him that time.
Hold him.
Alright. Slap it. Boy, this is getting really messy. Somebody clear me. Thank you. Purge on the shield.
Just drink when you can, too.
Whoa.
They're on me like white on rice.
Trying to get him.
It's alright.
Gonna get a purge on the whelp.
Oh. Still got somebody up. I thought it was done.
No.
Mana pot.
Okay, drink.
What's going on? I would think we would do more damage, but maybe I'll just
spam that button too.
What? What was that?
If you spam your drink, you'll get more out of it.
You mean one of the ones?
Yep.
Okay, let's go. Are we going backwards?
Stun. No. Earth Shaper. I got the first one.
Yeah, you got the whole room now.
Mm-hmm.
Stun.
Hit.
Nope. Got friends. Chopper though. We got Big Boy too.
When did he get here?
I don't know.
He brought his friends out to play.
Purge.
Ooh. Reincarnate.
Stun. Forces.
clear.
Clear. Alright, I'm gonna pull him through the door. You ready?
What was that, Ross?
Said, watch the eggs.
Watch his charge. Charge.
Yeah, it puts a nasty bleed on you. You might be able to cauterize that if you have cauterize. Man, he hits hard.
Oh yeah, especially when you stand right in it.
Oh, I kinda Damn it, I died.
We got him. We got him.
No, I have volcano. Right as I was casting.
We got him.
Some drinks going.
Did we use a battle rise on that?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I'm lusting on this pull.
Yeah. Just wait till we get full mana.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna do pedal to pedal. So we're gonna start on this first pedal in the front and then do move right after that and go, I guess, counterclockwise.
Awesome. Let's go.
Alright. 2-1, move right.
Move.
Run it out, run it out.
Run it out, run it out, run it out.
No, can't. Sorry.
No, we're learning.
Moving.
Yeah, we're a little stew. Try to group up a little better. I got Slappy. Here they come.
If you can, you know.
Clearing.
Ready for hail bombs again. Okay, move right. That was good. That was better. Group them all in one spot. Take it out, take it out, take it out.
Thank you, darling.
Alright.
We're gonna get whelps again.
Many whelps left.
Got him. I got stunned. Good thing I can break out of stun. Kicked her frost overload. Hail bombs again. Get ready to move. Move, move, move. Over here, get over here, get over here. Take it out, take it out, take it out.
Alright, I can't grip you. I had like 4 seconds left.
It's alright. Hail bombs again. Right. Take it out.
You. Did I have the wrong person? Fuck.
Sorry, we're good.
Move. Watch that eruption.
No. I guess there's no more whelps at this point.
After 2, there's no more.
There's no more eggs. She popped them all.
Mm-hmm.
Kill, kill, kill. Clear, clear, clear. Whew, good gravy. We did it. Gotta remember, this is fortified, not tyrannical.
Yeah, I will have to, next time we run this, switch to another character, because I just don't think I'm putting out enough DPS. We should be.
Okay.
We're kind of lagging behind a little bit, and I think I'm bringing us down a little bit.
Do you have Hercule? Hercule?
Gosh.
I think I do somewhere.
Because that's really helpful.
Little burp. Alright, Thunderhead. Here we go. Gather breath.
Come on.
Punch me into a tree. Watch out for breath again.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta change up the placement of this crap because I can't see because it's.
Yeah, it's really hard to see actually.
The idea was that it would be right there and I'd get rid of it, but can't see around any of it.
Oh, this is not going good.
These dragons have more health because it's fortified, and they do more damage. Go ahead and clear. Thanks.
Watch the storm cores. I'm on circle.
Okay, I did bad.
Did what? Pull
I
more
pulled,
stuff?
yeah, we pulled more stuff because I was trying to control the casts and I feared and it put it away.
That's right.
I know the dangers.
Oh, I'm out of the sanguine.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to change the placement of this crap. I can't see.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to time this one.
That's okay.
Well, everyone's got this key, so we can always try
Practice
again.
makes perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
Apparently it doesn't change. Ross said it doesn't go below a 15.
That's okay. That'll help
Well,
us with this.
what I'm saying is we've all got 15s. We can try it again.
Yep.
We don't have to master all this tonight, you know?
It's all muscle memory.
Yeah, these guys have a lot of health.
Okay, get out Inferno.
I need to clear with somebody. Oh, we still have ads. Oh, we got them all. I thought they'd all die in that.
Come on.
I get Purge on the Blaze of Glory.
I died.
That fucking thing is insanguine, that's why. Sorry. That's not on anyone, that's me just like...
Yeah, sorry.
Your astonishment was apparent in your tone, so there's no worries.
Purge on the Blaze of Glory.
Freaking Death Fist.
You suck, you jackass.
I'm saying this to myself.
Oh my gosh, I got
You suck, you jackass.
Thanks, Pam.
Cinder Weaver fully healed.
Well, I didn't do anything of that.
Really? Oh.
I said that to
wasn't
myself.
me. That wasn't me.
You suck, you jackass.
Fucking pen.
Hey, blind pen for it.
Man, fuck this game. I'm playing Angry Bird.
Poor Pam over there minding his own business.
Yeah, what's that here? Just some red paladin things, and you know.
Thanks,
Good freaking lord. Yeah, our damage should be way higher than this. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Or maybe it's I don't play Shaman very much.
Well, you haven't been playing it for very long, so.
I just want like complete. I hope it's not distracting. I'm just testing red things with someone. You know, you remember Corrales, right, Ross? He's trying to get the elite set for all these classes, and he's stuck on Holy Paladin because it's just Holy Paladin things. So I'm trying to like teach him some red things. A decked out Paladin PvP gear can one shot, like he's got like this. He's got half Conquest gear, half just basic honor gear. He can one shot my Shield of Vengeance. It's a single final burning.
Purge on the Blaze of Glory. Get out of the burnout. Little guys don't make sanguine. Just gotta remind myself that.
You think we could bring a paladin and 4 prot warriors in here?
Yes.
I want to try a full paladin run. I'd have to learn paladin though.
Oh, their healing's not too hard. It's really not.
Pulling these guys up the stairs. Goes Flame Gauntlet.
Come on, tank. You're doing all that damage.
Yeah. That's my trinket and my cooldowns. I gotta do damage somewhere. My single target kind of sucks. Purge the Blaze of Glory. Gotta pull the big guy out of the Sanguine. Every one of these keys is different affixes too, so as soon as you learn one, you gotta learn a different one. And it helps that I have experience doing Sanguine before. And honestly, Blood DK is my favorite thing to play for Sanguine, because I can always death grip out of it. GTFO. Stop, stop, stop. Don't go anywhere. Flame Bellet's right there. Wait for him to move. He's getting ready to take off.
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. By the psycho killer inside.
Are we going down the middle? Okay.
Just run. Okay, and everything. Up the stairs. I need a clear. Nope, I'm stunned. Purge the Blaze.
Dead.
And I use my.
Josh can res. So can Tiana.
I thought, yeah, there it is. Okay. I might not have had that on my bar.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Get to reapply your runes or food or anything. 22 seconds left.
Okay, here we go. I'm ready.
I do need to repair after this. That's the.
That's fine. Got repair mounts. We got a yak.
Yeah, well, we'll have a repair person up here in just a second, anyhow. Time runs
The
out.
little Earth Belly guy. Yeah, it's true. Sandlot kid.
Streams. 2 seconds.
Okay, you guys ready?
Hold on, let me hop down the hill and.
should probably all do that.
I'm just gonna get my mana. 108 gold.
500 gold.
Okay, it's not real money.
Now, here comes the 13 million health.
Yep.
Oh god.
Remember, it's not tyrannical. She'd be like 25 million.
It's okay, it's not real health.
She's got jokes.
At Health and Wellness Gospel.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, pull. Yep, lust. Good.
Bait and boss, right? Okay, boss.
Bait add.
Yeah.
Bait add, bait boulder. Bait boulder. Hey, Searing Blows didn't kill me that time. I got interrupt on ad.
Boulder, boulder, boulder.
Ooh.
That's inconvenient. Gonna have to run through it. Go, 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 go. Bait ad.
Ad baited.
Bait boulder.
Oh, it shocked me. Okay, that was dumb. We did it so good earlier.
I can get you up.
Bring me 15 hooks. Bring me 15.
Oh shit. Oh. Freaking boulder. I'm gonna die. Just wipe it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get it. We got too many ads up.
That was a false start. You should just wipe it.
Yeah, okay.
Roll up the sleeve, have the convulsion, and hail Satan.
How did you survive?
Reincarnate.
I'm kind of retarded.
You didn't.
Because I'm kind of
retarded.
Patch up.
You got your ninja stance, you got your ninja defense arm up, and you go, "Hey, Judy Chuck!"
Bussin', dude. It's out human. Just by being a fox.
Yep. I love Volpera. You know what else Volpera get? Extra bag slots.
That was a
Also
creamy
got
one.
And
Yep. Make camp.
cool dance.
Basically, second hearth.
I don't know why they weren't neutral though. I don't know why they weren't neutral. I don't know. They're too cute for the horde.
Yeah, I know, right?
Should have been like the pandas. You should be able to pick where you go.
Yeah.
I think they need to make that across all the races now.
Yeah, but it'll be I reckon it'll be long down the road. Because it like imagine all the horde purists that would just suddenly see humans in Orgrimmar. Even the thought of it is kind of weird because they've been separated for so long.
Yeah.
I feel like
humans
Fang
hate
would
them.
have a heart attack.
Yeah.
He would lose his crap.
PvP PTSD.
pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
Someone just needs to get on his account, turn him to a human, and watch him log in.
I would love to screw with him. Hack his account and change all of his characters to humans.
All to humans.
Ready?
Or to organs.
I really want to change my Worgen Death Knight into a Fox Death Knight.
You're just a tall fox, right?
You have a lust for killing.
Yeah, Josh, do you have a list?
Yep.
Bay Boulder.
Forget we're gonna get another boulder before the next ad.
String blows, one knee. Bay Boulder.
Big boulder.
Add. Somebody clear me, please. Those spots.
Coming.
Bait add. Okay.
Okay. Boulder over here.
Bay Boulder.
Oh no, boulder's going down.
It's alright.
See, that's why I like to try to stand behind him.
Keep the roaring blaze.
1 second.
Bay Boulder. Get out of the way. Burn out, run out. We're doing much better this time. Bait add. Bay Boulder.
Oh.
We got another ad coming up.
Bitches and hoes.
What?
Let's just wait it.
Yeah, I can't get this all by myself.
This boss. I truly hate this boss more than anything else we do.
It's okay, just think of it as sparring, you know? We're sparring.
Bill's sparring partner.
Well, I think if they win, I should get all the credit, and if they lose, I should not be blamed at all, okay? But it'll probably be just the opposite.
You know what? That's the first time I've actually agreed with Donald Trump.
It's true.
Where's my food?
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble, and I don't want to be in big trouble.
Put these battle resumes for some reason.
That's okay. If I stay alive long enough.
The engineering, hang on. The engineering one, you gotta socket the Arctic file protectors into either bracers or helm, and then you put the piece of equipment on your action bar, and you click on your goggles or you click on your wrist to use it to V-res someone.
What the crap?
That's how you do the engineering V-res now. It's not an item like it used to be. Like in Shadowlands, it was just an item that you clicked on. Now it's like a socket that you put on a piece of gear, and you got to use the gear to do that.
Sorry, saying some really things right now. Really ugly things.
This time we have lost.
So, I don't have B-res. Because I haven't done whatever he said I had to do. Jesus, I want to say so many things right now.
No stress.
Okay. You guys ready?
Yep, it's all over me.
Hold up.
Oh wow. That sucked, donkey balls.
Add down.
Nice. Is it boulder again, or is it add now?
Add. Add. Then boulder. It's add boulder, boulder, add boulder, boulder.
I'm gonna hit a healing tone for you, Tina. Try to help.
Boulder coming down the street.
I'm gonna wait and reincarnate. I'll be dead in a minute, but damn.
Yeah, just lied.
Soak the boulder.
That's why I don't know why you guys wanted to start with this shit.
Swallow your death. Wow, I can't die.
Maybe.
Bonky.
Before next ask a question.
Ooh, that hurt. I twisted my ankle.
You in it? Right. I'm just going like is everyone still in it? Or are you still just kind of like, or some just kind of going through motions?
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm invested.
Yep, sweet. My next question then would be, why did you die that pool?
Poor positioning. Because I got ran over by a boulder that I did not see.
Well, I mean, sure, that was one of the thing. What was the main reason? What was the biggest mistake that pool?
I feel like there was definitely too much fire, and we need to stick together more as a group. Or just stack.
Yeah, I think I got distracted. I wasn't DPSing the ad enough.
So that'll sort out the positioning issue. What else went wrong? Is it a major thing?
Blaze, like the blaze was just kicking off.
How many interrupts went out that pool? Someone have details?
Not enough on me. I didn't do that many. So.
I think I got off one.
You know what? Let me see. I wonder if I can.
I got off a couple.
I tried to drop my totem, but
I got one and Becky got one. That's it.
So 2 interrupts went out on about 3-4 ads. And some were getting to the second Inferno cast and stuff like that. So what I would say is that for mitigating a lot of that damage and helping out, a lot of it can be done preemptively without the use of healing totems and stuff like that, by using defensives on Inferno and kicking the roaring blaze that goes out. On top of that, so that'll be the main one. Make sure you coordinate your interrupts. You should ideally, on a non-tyrant, only need 2 per ad before it goes down. If you need your third, you probably don't have a lot of, you don't have enough damage on the ad. It's not optimized or something like that. If you do need a third, have your backup.
I'm good.
But know that you do need to make sure that ad.
Tina's breaking out the wine. We might have a problem.
So, on top of that, yeah, that position was also pretty critical. So make sure that your positioning is pretty on par as well. Make sure those interrupts are going out.
Can we try my way of standing between the boss and the fire behind us? So we can try to get the boulders to where they will go back behind us rather than off into the path that we're supposed to be going into?
My only concern with that is then we have to bait the boss a little bit further out and be a little bit quicker on that, so we have enough room to actually bait it and not stand in the fire.
Yeah, you can try.
Okay.
If it's not doable, it's not doable. It's not a big deal. I just wanted to try it to see if it would work.
Yeah.
Because that would solve a lot of the problems. Because
Okay, I'm in stand-in mode. The real fun begins.
Yeah, okay, fair. I got it.
Alright, you guys ready?
As much as I'll ever be.
Okay, close quarters.
The ad. Okay. Now bait boulder.
I did not see that going that way.
Got the first kick. Need a
I
kick.
don't have second.
Need a kick.
Okay, I'm trying. Dropped a.
Need a kick. Alright, so we bait a boulder behind us. Now we gotta move.
I think it's add now.
Yes.
Yes. Then get to
Okay,
the side
I'm
so
going
we
to
can
say-
bait.
Oh!
Okay. Not terrible. I got first kick.
Theo is starting to fuss and cry because there's a clock in his bed, and he keeps rolling onto it.
Sorry. I'm
Solid.
out. Shoot.
Move, 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 move. It's in the middle. Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh my god.
Might as well wipe it up again.
Yeah. Working on that.
I'm sorry. Trying to drop those totems down to interrupt stuff is really hard, and I don't think I got any other interrupts, do I?
You have wind shear.
Wind shear.
Shamans have the best interrupt. It's like 12 seconds. It's wind shear. It's ranged. You shouldn't have to use totems to interrupt.
You can't stun or disturb those ads. They can't be knocked or displaced or anything like that. Has to be a hard actual interrupt kicks, which is Warlock Command Demon for interrupt. Hello. And what is the DK one? The cold sea kick, whatever. I just call them all kick. Mind freeze, that's it. DK interrupt.
Okay, who has an interrupt?
Me.
I think the only one is Holy Priest. That wouldn't, right?
Yeah, I don't have one, do I?
Yeah, I don't think Holy Priest does. Because I know... I'm pretty sure... Disc...
Sorry, I have to go. Theo's screaming.
Uh-oh.
Good. Do you guys want to take a break?
Yeah, we can do
And
it.
then come back a bit later.
Yeah. And that might be, we can switch characters around, see if we can get a different meta.
Yeah.
Even, so.
Composition or something.
I've got food on the way. I've got to.
What's that, Ross?
Let's take
I was
a
going to
break.
say, I've got some food. I was doing some floating around, some fly on the wall stuff. I don't know if you want some feedback or anything like that when I get back.
Please. Yes, please. Yes, please.
I do have quite a bit for you, Tina, but one for everyone in general as well, because I was watching. Sorry, Tina, but I was watching you the most out of that.
Yeah, I'm sure I sucked.
No.
No, it's not a suck thing. It's about
Are you sure? Because I feel like it is.
well, okay, let me put it this way. When you're looking to improve, there's a sense of humility that has to be in place to improve. But in saying that, it's not about focusing on a lot of the negative. It's about looking forward and towards the improvements that can be made. Right? It's not about, oh, you suck or you're the best or anything about that. It's like, what can be done to get through some of the speed bumps, the roadblocks, stuff like that. And again, it's not just for yourself or anything like that. But I noticed a couple of things that you might be able to do which could help you. You get to decide whether they're going to be improvements or whether it's not worth it. Right? So I'm gonna go down and get my food. I'm gonna come back and do a little bit of debrief if people want it. If they don't want it,
Oh yeah.
they don't need it. It's, okay. Play it how you want. But I'm gonna go grab my food. Be right back.
I'm open to feedback, but I'll be right back. I gotta check on my son.
Okay.
No worries.
A little bit. I feel very, very frustrated and defeated.
It's alright, don't feel bad.
You're doing really good, Tina.
You really are. Just chill.
Thank you for being so precious. I have a feeling tomorrow night if we're gonna do this, Josh, we need to go ahead and tell Adam in raid to cut it off before we do.
Huh? What?
I'll be right back. Tina, if you guys are ready for the debrief, just whisper me.
Okay, I'll let you know as soon as he's here.
Thank you.
Welcome, darling.
Okay, I'm back.
She just left. Let me get Sienna back.
Okay. Sorry.
I think she was thinking you were going to be gone a little longer.
That's right. So we're gonna try and.
You're not talking, baby.
What is the main stat enhancements do I need for a rogue? Outlaw, was it mastery? You stack
Outlaw, crit verse.
Crit verse.
With a bit of mastery. Crit verse is your pro. So, a couple of things I want to check before I do a bit more of a debrief. Number one, Tina, can you go into your details? Actually, can you leave the instance? So go back to Valdraken. Don't do anything in Valdraken. Just go back to Valdraken. Hopefully that'll give a summary of the instanced stuff that's going in. I'm gonna break it down. Sorry, I haven't had breakfast and it's nearly 4 p.m.
Oh God, Ross.
Yeah, no, I'm hungry. So let's look at this window, right? Let's pull up this window. Start with that. Right click it. First of all, let's go into crowd control done. It's on the script's right hand side. The right. No, crowd control done. This is picking on Josh at the moment. Can I pick on Josh?
Yep. Yeah,
a little bit. So can you mouse over Josh's character? Yeah, okay, cool. You got 14 stuns with your Basset totem. So if you want to try and have effective use of a shaman, especially when it comes to capacitor totem, when the tank pulls him into position, a good thing to do is just drop it. Like, I'm not talking about super plays or anything like that. It's good to kind of just drop it on where he's going so that they all just kind of sit there, give your healer a bit of a breather, because when the tank pulls, that's usually when they're at the weakest, at the start of a pull. Ideally, and this is Adam, are you there?
I think they're going checking on their son.
Yeah, I think I'll be back here in a second.
Parent duties, okay. So one of the things is that's especially susceptible to Death Knights is having defensives rolling at the start of a pull. You might have noticed, Tina, that sometimes at the start, Adam would have been particularly, how do I put this? Squishy.
Really fast, yeah.
Yeah. And it's difficult for a Blood DK to go into a large pool straight off the bat. So having defenses rolling and keeping the momentum high in the dungeon is pretty key to them being successful. However, something that I noticed that the group was doing was having a lot of start-stop moments, right? It's like peak hour traffic sometimes, having to deal with and all that kind of stuff. And that's fine. Like that's pretty normal first up. I don't stress too much about that. But what I would like to see moving forward is not treating the dungeon like a set series of pulls, which it is, but more like it's going to be one string of these pulls, right? So when you finish the pull, you'll be right into the next one, like instantly almost, including movement. That'll keep momentum high, and that'll reduce time. But with the shaman, so looking at CC, going back to that kind of point, what it means is that for those clumps, those little big pulls and stuff like that, if you drop Cap Totem there, you'll do the healer, the tank, and even yourself as DPS quite a few favors, because you may have noticed that when you Stormkeeper into some Chain Lightnings and you get some overloads, you're quick to grab aggro, especially on pull. So that'll help not only you not peel aggro off the tank, but it also helps it also helps the tank and heals kind of manage that group a lot better, or that pull a lot better. So, for example, the one with the, if you were to think about it, first pull and all that kind of stuff, he pulls the big guy into the small ones. As soon as he gets onto the small ones, you drop a Cap Totem on those small ones, and then you go into your rotation. Just bang, bang, go. What that means is that those small little ads, the doohickeys, earthen guys, they don't put out as many swirlies straight on pull. People can get into a nice, comfortable position without having to worry about dancing around each other and dealing with too many mechanics. And you can start Sith Lording the shit out of the mobs, which is a good feeling. Because Adam will be able to start generating threat very, very quickly, especially when they're stunned. And he's in that position to kind of just be like, okay, well, I don't need that. I can get my defenses rolling, but I can also press my offensive buttons comfortably. So more of that in Ruby Life Pools would be great. I don't know how long your cooldown is or anything, but that will. So we'll go back up to the top. We'll press right click again. Go to potions used under scripts. It's the same column. Yeah, therein lies a problem. No one's using potions apart from Sienna, and there's one potion used by Adam. Apologies.
Yeah.
They're free. Just pop them on, and they're available every 5 minutes. They are big, they are beefy, they will optimize your damage, especially when you use it with cooldowns, line them up with cooldowns. You pop and this is the time to be using them too. They don't cost you anything. You go back on a live server, they're going to cost you an arm and a leg. They're almost 1k a pot or something like that. I don't know. They're really expensive, but here they're absolutely free. Use them like candy. And like, again, it'll push your damage even further, significantly further, I would argue. Right click again. So I'd say good job, Sienna. What potion did Adam use? Yeah, he had the same one. They are 5-minute cooldowns. So Sienna, even though you use the most, I'd still be saying use more. But everyone should be using those like candy.
Yep.
And not just battle pots, health pots too. But speaking of health pots, can you right click? Go into health potions and stones used, just above that. Here we go. So out of the health potions and stones used, can you mouse over Becky? Okay, so it's not a total breakdown. But as you can see, Becky's using health stones and health potions, which is again a good thing to do. Not tracking health pots on you, Josh.
Yeah.
But you used health stones. So you're halfway there. I mean, they're off. They're on separate cooldowns. So if you want like it's off global and stuff like that. Again, you can pop them like candy. And so, Tina, yourself, and Sienna, if you're if you get hit by something that you shouldn't have, and that's how I would more likely use them, unless Tina, and this is something that you can call for, use them as if they're your cooldowns as well, right? If you don't have anything in the bank to heal through a particular, say, call it lightning storm or something like that, call for it. I need you guys to use a healthstone here. Because you're the one with the most situational awareness when it comes to people's health, apart from their own individual ones. But you will know what's coming out, and that's your job and your responsibility. So there's a lightning storm up and stuff like that. I mean, ultimately it's everyone's job, but you're the one, again, that's primary focus on it. You're the captain there. You need them to use a health stone or a health pot, tell them, use something here. Adam, you're dying, use a health stone, use a pop. Can't keep you up. Something like that. But in saying that, again, personal responsibility. If you stand in a battle, you get hit by something that you shouldn't have. This is a good way to be like, let's try and hide that under the rug, right? The method is still there, don't get me wrong, you still got hit by the thing, but you can use it as a, help the healer out type situation. And help yourself, because you can keep damage up if you aren't dead. Okay, back into right-clicking the thingo. No explosive orbs. Let's go to cooldowns on the miscellaneous. To the left column. Third from the bottom. There we go. Cooldowns used. Okay, can you mouse over some, please? Thanks will always be high. Better, not great, but better. Good, talent dependent. We can up that for sure. And we can definitely up those for sure. Okay, so when it comes to especially defensive cooldowns, stuff like that, your ancestral guidance, Josh, is so underspoken.
He's not even in here.
Okay. Let's start at the top. Okay.
Give me just a second.
Electric was nasty. What was that? Ah,
What do you mean?
it was like just all chicken salt. Oh, yeah, nah.
stepped away from the computer, but he can't hear you, so go ahead and talk.
Okay, cool.
I see the screen.
Cool. So you've got an ability called Ancestral Guidance. You used it once. What that does is that turns your damage. When you press that button, all damage that you do, a portion of it gets replicated into healing amongst the group. Really good in places like those big Inferno pools, the Inferno mob pools. So when you're in that ring on Fort, and there's Infernos going out, and there's Cinder Bolts going out, there's Flame Dancers going off, but when they're going off and stuff like that. When you press that, you help the healer keep that damage at a manageable amount. Using that, you used it once, which was good. You got it there. Because I was going to say, if you don't have it talented, please talent into that. That is what you'll find is that when you press that, especially on cooldowns in those pools, you might start doing more healing than Tina herself. It's insane the amount of healing it does. Earth Ellie, I don't want to comment too much here because I don't really know too much about the elementals for Ellie Shaman, because I know that they run under the same cooldown. There's like a fire or storm Ellie that you can get. But what I will say is that your Earth Ellie with one of the talents actually increases your health pool, which is almost like a pseudo soft defensive. So if you do have it and it's optimal to use it where it doesn't hinder your DPS, then that's good. And Astral Shift, you pressed it twice. I would argue, like, get those numbers up on Astral Shift. If you feel like you're going to take a lot of damage in a particular pool, use it preemptively. You don't want to use it on 10% of your health. You want to use it on 100% of your health. Because if you use it on 10% of your health, you're still dead, right? If you use it on 100% of your health, then at least the big chunky stuff. If it doesn't mitigate anything, which it will, yeah. Everyone's run these dungeons and stuff like that. Everyone's taking a shitload of damage all the time, pretty much. If you press it, you'll be mitigating something. Again, I almost look at these things in 3 different stages, right? The noob thing to do is to never press the button. Same with interrupts, right? You never press the button, stuff like that. That's I don't know what this does. I'm not pressing a button. The intermediate is to just press it off cooldown all the time. Mitigate, and that'll pump those numbers up. That's the intermediate thing. That's the next step from, okay, this thing helps me live. I'm going to press it. I'm going to make sure it's up. And when it's off cooldown, I'm going to do that again. The top tier way is to use it very deliberately, right? And that is for stuff like, there's an Inferno going out and it's off cooldown. I'm going to press it. It's mitigating as much damage as possible to optimize that kind of mitigation. And if what I'm suggesting is that if that more or less top tier sweaty way is a bit too much, which don't get me wrong, let's not dig at anyone's performance or anything like that. It takes a long time and a lot of practice to get there and to do it properly. If that's too much right now, then start pressing it like all the time off cooldown. That's very good. Moving up is Evoker. Evoker cooldowns are very few and far between. And because they're few and far between, you need to be using these a little bit more of that sweaty way. So those Obsidian Scales and Renewing Blazes and stuff like that, they have to go out on those Infernos. Using them off cooldown and stuff like that, again, is kind of a little bit of a play, but because the cooldowns on them are so long, and they don't seem, I've played an Evoker, they don't seem to do much. You do need to use them at a bit more of an optimal time. But in saying that, having lock rocks and health pots, if those are low or unoptimal, will save you. Try and tee them up. Try and use the survivability stuff really well. Becky is a warlock. Again, a little bit hard. I can't comment too much on the dark pack usage because there is a talent that reduces its cooldown. Is it unending resolve? One of them. Those numbers are actually quite high, high-ish, and those are pretty good. I mean, using them into a pool. I don't know how they're being used. I didn't watch Becky too much. I don't know if she's even here. But
I'm here.
Oh, you're here? Oh, okay, excellent. So cooldown usage, your defensive cooldown usage seems to be up there. My question to you would be, do you use them retrospectively or like preemptively?
Can you elaborate a little bit more on what you mean by
No.
preemptively and retrospectively?
Yeah, absolutely. So I used to do this thing when I started PvPing, right? I'd get slapped, I'd get burst down to about 10% of my health, then I'd start popping defenses because I was in trouble and I felt it. When I started doing that, I was already dead because what I was doing was I was protecting the 10% of my health left rather than protecting the 100% of my health left. So what I started doing in a PvP capacity is, and what I learned a lot more out of defensives is that it's significantly more effective to be defending your entire health pool rather than that lower 10%. So do you pop defensives when you take a chunk of damage, or do you try and pop those defensives before you take the chunk of damage?
I'd say it's some of both.
Some of it. Okay, no, that's cool. So when it comes to Ruby life pools, and this is for the entire group, what you'll probably notice is that Inferno from the big fire elemental in the top ring is just unavoidable damage, right? That's I'm not going to say that's a must mitigate. That is a very good thing to mitigate because ideally, and this is the very optimistic way, every other thing can be dealt with, right? You can stand out of the swirlies, you can not get hit by certain things. Living Bomb is another thing to pop a defensive for. Right, when you've got it. You're going to take a stack of damage, you're going to get knocked up. The good thing is that when you get the big ring around you, you know it's coming. You very much know it's coming. So those are really good things. And
so I pop it during the bomb, and I pop it if I don't think I'm going to make it out of the ring in time, or if I get cut off from everybody with the the ball.
The flames,
the rock that she rolls at things, the meteor, whatever. No, I forget what it's called. The boulder. Yes, the boulder. If I'm cut off from people by a boulder trail and I know that I have to run through it, I'll pop a defensive to run through the fire to get to the other side. Stuff like that.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's very good. One thing I will say, and this was a notice in theatre, your fear, that was unlucky. I will say that. I would attempt to try other disturbing effects before a fear. However, I
rarely ever use fear except when I'm positive. That was like a once in a blue moon kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like if there's a flame dance and it's about to go off, the fear is the play over not. So, like that's not really a punishment, and that's why I say it's unlucky because not only did the fear have to go off, but it ran into the pack. That's quite unlucky. Do you have Mortal Coil?
I have Howl of Terror actually.
Howl of Terror, okay, and that fears them in place, does it?
No, there used to be a I think there was a thing that caused them to cower in fear, but no, it does fear them, I think. I don't know. You know, I'm honestly a little bit fuzzy on it because I've played Warlock for so long and they keep changing things back and forth so much.
No, that's all right. Is Howl of Terror and Mortal Coil on the same power?
Yeah, it's a choice.
My advice. How often did you use Howl of Terror?
I almost never. I usually have Mortal Coil.
Yeah, I would recommend the swap to Mortal Coil, just because not only is it because if you need a fear, my go-to is Mortal Coil because it's very quick and it's easily broken over an actual fear. It does have travel time though. That's the difference in it because it won't fear until it the coil hits the target, meaning that when you press the button, but Fear has a cast on. But anyway, I'm getting caught in the weeds. It also, Mortal Coil acts as a pseudo, I'm not going to say defensive, but a nice little health increase as well. So even if you're a little bit low and you don't need it for control or anything like that, if you know it's about to die or that it's stationary or something like that, you can always Mortal Coil, like a boss, right? You need a little bit of...
Yeah, it's 20%.
Yeah. You don't have to sit there draining life, which costs a lot of DPS. Just throw out a Mortal Coil on, if you don't have any health stone or health pot charges. But no, the defensive cooldowns are good. They could be a little bit higher moving into some of the pulls, especially considering some of the damage of Fort Week. And I'm talking mainly upstairs in that ring. That's the meat and veg of the dungeon, really. So moving up, Tina, there's yourself. Tina?
Sorry, I'm here. What are we doing?
Just going over your cooldowns.
Okay, God help me.
5 again, be a little bit higher. I'm picking on you because I watched most of it. And I guess this is probably something that's occurring for almost everyone because I think it's reflected in some of the damage. Don't hold back on your cooldowns. And I'm talking offensively as well. And as a healer, your healing cooldowns as well. I know that you were doing it much better in the later part of the dungeon rather than at the earlier part. But again, one Guardian Spirit went out. It's on effectively a 1 minute cooldown. If it doesn't save anyone, right? And it increased your healing done to target. You can always pop that on Adam when he's tanking and doing some of these hard pulls. He died to the big ad right before the first boss. I was screaming in my head like, give him wings, especially in that flurry situation. I can't quite remember what the ability is called, but he sits there. There's like you're forced to move because when that ad does like a flurry situation, there's like little patches on the ground, right? And you're going to have to move, but because you have to move, it's going to interrupt any kind of flash heal or heal that you do. If you put wings on him and he's healing himself through Death Strike and stuff like that, you can pop a Serenity on him or a Renew on him or something like that whilst you're moving out of the swirling. And because that most likely will lead to him living, that'll drop that back down to a 1 minute cooldown. Same with Apotheosis. Divine Hymn, I hate to say it, it is not great in Mythic Plus unless everyone's taking damage. In Ruby Lightpool, don't get me wrong, there are times where Divine Hymn will do you really well. So the shield phase in the first bosses, the shield phases in the first boss, Divine Hymn works a treat because everyone's taking a static amount of damage except for the tank, which is pulling in all the whelps and all that kind of stuff. That gets a nice even distribution of healing out to all that, like all the teammates in an area and stuff like that. That's a good time to use him. Apart from that, Lightning Storms in the ads moving from boss 2 to 3. Divine Hymn is also another good one, but it's extremely rare that you'll find in Mythic Plus, especially in some of these dungeons where everyone takes ticking damage evenly distributed amongst the group. So Divine Hymn, of course, having one use of that, I'd probably look at that going up to 2 or 3 moving on, but you didn't go from boss 2 to 3. So having one on that is not so uncommon to me. I don't mind Divine Hymn being on one. Apotheosis, Guardian Spirit, I don't know how many Serenity uses you had. You did start using it a lot more in those Inferno pools. Excellent. Start using them on the regular. Because your tier set helps reduce the cooldown of Serenity. Is that correct?
Yeah, the 4 set does, which, again, I'm trying to get used to because I don't have my 4 set on my regular character. So.
You want me to? No, that's all right. Do you know how to get used to it?
By doing it.
No. If you see Serenity that's available to use it. use it. That way you get the most out of your force set. If it's on cooldown and you've used it to heal, you start doing your normal rotation and it's back off cooldown. Oh man, I got another Serenity. Use it. Same with Apotheosis. Oh, it's ready to go. Use it. Because while it's off cooldown, every reduction on it is wasted. It's absolutely wasted. So that will help you pump out way more heals. Might cause a little bit more overhealing, but at this particular point in time, what I saw as of the Serenity usage was you'd use it straight after either a heal or a flash heal, which is causing a lot of overhealing anyway. So you can use it to distribute heals a lot better. So say you got a flash heal going off on the tank and someone else is taking damage, right? And this is where it starts getting a little bit crazy for healers, right? Where it's like, oh man, I got to heal like 3 different targets at once, and I got to do it really quickly, and and all that kind of stuff. You're flash healing one target, knowing that you're going to Serenity the other, and then go into a heal on the other one. Because Serenity is instant, right?
Yeah.
So in like 2 casts, you've healed up 3 people, and maybe you've got an instant flash heal proc, or maybe you got a juiced up heal or a mending or something like that going. Your circle of healing and your prayer of healings and stuff like that is a little bit underwhelming. They're not to not be used, but they're more or less of stuff on the fly, on the move, right? You dropping the patch on the ground too. I'd use those in circumstances or cases where it's first on pull, tank's going to pull up to here, drop a big thing on the ground and let it do its thing. That's it. Because once that's down, it's done. It's set and forget. Don't worry about it. Animus Tank. I don't know if he's here or not, but Bent Blood being high, that's good. 3 Icebound Fortitudes. Those are looking relatively good. A little low on the tombstones. Hard to comment based on some of the pulls that were going out. Good AMS. One of the things that I think most, I'm not saying he's new, but what I notice about fresher blood decays is that, and one of the problems that I had was getting used to using Bent Blood. It increases your health pool, increases the healing done. So having that high is good. It'll help your survivability a lot. And having those other defensives is good too. I'd be curious to know I don't know if it's showing up there, but his usage of Glitchborn. But I don't know if that's showing up in cooldowns. Let's go into another window. Let's go into Dispels. Same column, miscellaneous, go up to Dispels. Yeah, right. So you had one. I believe you've spec'd into Mass Dispel shorter cooldown, is that correct?
Hi guys, I'm back.
Welcome back. How's it going?
I'm just trying to get my son to go back to sleep.
Good luck with that.
I believe so. I think my master spell is only 30. Yeah, it's only 30 seconds versus what, like 2 minutes?
Yeah. No, that's good.
I did ask it several times, but I don't think
That's
I
fine.
got it in time.
That's fine. Because ultimately, having a shaman in the group, there should be a heavy leaning into using them for purge. Becky, you've got 3 purges. Did you swap to imp at all?
I think Becky's AFK at the moment.
Okay. I would dare say with a shaman in the group that Dispel responsibility would be taken up primarily by shaman for offensives, but also supplemented by priest. Just because you got that mass Dispel, you can kind of just drop it on there, which is good. You've got a single target offensive one as well, the one under mass Dispel, which is good. But so Josh, you didn't get any off. The ability is purge. I don't know if that was on the bars or not, or or where
It
it was,
wasn't.
whether it's getting hit.
I don't use Shaman very often, so I wasn't even looking at it. So
that's all right. If that's your play, that purge, like, because people say, oh, either dispel it or something like that, or purge it. For shamans, it's purge, and for priests, I think it's called dispel magic or mass dispel. Dispel magic, yeah. Warlocks have one too, but it's their command demon for imp. And what that does is that removes their kick or ability to kick. And so with a shaman and a priest in the group, it would be far better to have a warlock with a kick than another dispel. Put it that way. So, but she was getting the dispels on the Blaze of Glory and stuff like that, which was good. It's just, oh wait, 2 pets that do it. Okay, that's odd. But anyway, mages have spell steal. Not that I'd highly recommend it in Ruby Life pools. There are some baits, especially at the end. I'll explain that later. But moving forward, like when that happens as a shaman, what you most likely will do, like the way that I would personally play it, is that you go into that pool, right? You get a kick on the Cinder Weaver, and then you go in, you start hammering the big fire alley. The good thing is that the very first fire alley has no flame dancers, which is good. Bad news is that there's 2 flame dancers in the pat between the first and second big fire alley pools. Meaning that for every other one, well, not every other one, but like the second, third, and fourth fire alleys, I would kick the Cinder Weaver, then Josh, I would immediately swap to the Flame Dancer. That way you can watch his casts and then watch his health. When he eventually dies, you want to have that purge ready. When he starts getting to 0%, it's where's my purge button? He dies, purge it. Good to go. And of course, there's everything else that's happening on top. So I'm not suggesting that these things are easy to do. You know, I just purge it. Well, that's great. I've got a living bomb and I'm mitigating this. I'm trying to, you know, cat totem this, or I'm on a global for that. But it's what I'm suggesting is that in those pools, that would be your primary responsibility over everyone else, supporting you through that other stuff as well. If you can't get a living bomb in because you're preoccupied with that kind of stuff, that's okay. Because again, your primary responsibility will be purging that particular mob. Don't neglect your kick. It's a very good kick, Wind Shear, as Adam said before. It's probably the shortest cooldown kick there is. So make sure what I would do personally, especially if you're having to control another target, is kick the Cinder Weaver, and then when you're going in your damage rotation, go back to the Flame Dancer, right?
Yeah.
So at least you got a kick in there. At least you've done like one. Everyone else can kind of juggle around it. Those pats are a bit of a struggle because they typically have either one, there'll be a mix of 1 and 2 of the other, and it'll be Cinder Weavers and Flame Dancers. And if there's 2 Flame Dancers, it's going to be a little bit like a cross CC situation where Josh, you'll have to try and target down one sooner rather than later, get a purge on that one, or watch one that's going to die straight away. But if they die relatively the same time, this is where having the priest comes in handy. They can just mass dispel, both of them go away. So don't stress too much about that. Speaking of interrupts, let's go into it. Who won the interrupt game?
Not me.
Yep. I'm gonna pick on you again, Josh. Sorry. As a shaman, you have the shortest interrupts. When it comes to prior kick, definitely call it out. But if you are not on the prior kick rotation, mitigate some of that damage, right? So cinder bolts, stuff like that. Someone may call that they have first, or say maybe I've got the first shield on the chill weavers. That's great. If you're not on it, or you haven't called for it or anything like that, just start interrupting some of those bolts. Get that damage low, like output of them low. Good thing about Death Knight 2 is having those grips, as Adam said before. It does displace them often. and it will interrupt their cast, which is really good. So
I have the overall interrupt counts. I was at 16, Becky was at 14, and then Sienna was at 9.
Yeah. Some of these details will be a little bit different based on, like, if someone dies, releases comes up and all that kind of stuff. That's great. What I'm suggesting, Tina, being a holy priest, you're off kick duty. However, you do have psychic scream. So if you are in a situation where there's a lot going on, you can tell that the DPS and tank are flustered and there's going to be a lot going on. You can run in and scream. It'll be a big shut this situation down type thing. Position may be a little bit difficult at the time, but try and alleviate some of that stress that can be going at those times. So as much as your DPS and tanks will be supporting you with the healing, mitigating some of that damage and all that kind of stuff, you can support them too with some of your control. Psychic Scream is one of them. That'll help there. So that's interrupts, and effectively prior interrupts will come down to, I think everyone knows it at this point, the Chillweaver's shield is annoying. Not the worst thing there. The Cinder Weaver's cast, mainly for positioning and mitigating some of that damage. Because Adam, I'm sure you know that when you go into some of these pools, especially if you skip Flame Gullet, there's always a Cinder Weaver that's sitting at the bottom just casting spells, and it's annoying. And as a Blood DK, you're spending all your globals and all your actions trying to keep yourself alive. When you start targeting things that are outside of reach to use a global for crit, it's risky. It can definitely be risky for the want of someone just going in and giving it a kick, which would help Adam with his position and survivability a lot more than what it seems to be to just, we just kick Cinderbolt and it just doesn't do Cinderbolt damage. It actually significantly helps. Again, getting that first one out on pool is really, really nice. And that'll help a great deal. That's interrupts. Moving forward, those flame channelers, I think they're all like elemental or primalist channelers or something like that. There'll be flame and electric ones. The flame ones are the deadliest. They need an interrupt as soon as possible. The electric ones, they throw out thunderbolts, which hurt. And again, if you're not on any prior kick, there is one pool that has a flame and electrical channeler at the same time. The flame channeler is definitely like, do not let his cars go out. If you get a thunderbolt off of anything like that, because the lightning ones, their biggest penultimate move is going to be the lightning storm, and that's going to be a mitigate and heal through situation. But in saying that, if you got a kick, throw it out on the thingo. If the flame channel is dead, don't just sit on it and be like, oh, thank goodness the flame channel is dead, I can relax now. Now throw a kick on the thunderbolt if you've got it, type situation. Moving forward off interrupts, the Res CC breaks, wasn't really concerned about that. The good thing about these time trials, CCs and stuff like that don't really happen too much. But like control does, but not like, we need a trap or a arrow or anything like that. Let's go at healing done. Don't stress. This is relatively normal, relatively high. A few things that tells me. So, Tina, you're getting out overall. I'm tracking 30k HPS and 45 from Adam. This tells me that number one, a lot more can be done to mitigate some of that damage, but also at the same time. So what I'm suggesting is that you're healing through a lot of failure damage. When it's not failure damage, though, I think you're getting yourself into high panic and high stress situations due to, and what I observed is due to this has a very negative connotation, but like multitasking issues in game. So healing on the move, getting those cooldowns off and stuff like that, and preempting some things and pre-casting will save you a lot. And certain choices that you decide to make. I notice when you panic, you go into flash heal spam. And that is not... Flash heal spam will give you off a solid amount of HPS throughput, but it does not help. It does not save, because the game's getting really good at putting healers under pressure and then throwing a mechanic in there that'll punish you for reading a heal or reading a cast or something like that. So what I would like to see as far as like an improvement go is healing on the move as a holy priest. Doing stuff like moving in particular directions whilst you're managing to throw out your prayer amending, throwing out your serenities, throwing out your guardian spirits, throwing out your holy word life, that new talent that they've got. Hell, if it's a blood DK, give them PI. Then their survivability goes through the roof. Trust me, they love haste, and haste helps them generate a shitload of runic power and helps them get those death strikes up. It's one of the good things that you can do to help. That's, again, not even like I'm just going to throw a heal on you. If you give them PI, they'll start death striking like a motherfucker. Like, it's a great thing for their survivability too, is their haste. So don't be afraid to use that, and start trying to heal on the move. Your divine star, your prayer, again, your prayer amendings, all your instacasts. Try just topping people up whilst you're moving, right? In saying that too, not everyone has to be full health for them to be safe. And this is where it's going to come into preemptive stuff rather than the multitasking stuff. I noticed that you don't have enemy nameplates on, and whilst I was watching you, it was incredibly difficult for me, let alone I couldn't imagine how you could preempt that an Inferno was going to go out. Could you tell when an Inferno was going to go out, Tina?
Nope. I didn't have to put it on, basically. I didn't realize I didn't have it on. I tried to keep it on. I think I ended up fat fingering, but...
Yeah. So it's typically V. V will turn on and off, or toggle enemy nameplates. With enemy nameplates turned on, what that means is that you can track their cast bars on their nameplates. Meaning that if you see an Inferno on the nameplate, maybe preemptively cast like an AoE heal or something like that. Or get ready to put down one of your shiny floor things that no one stands on. You know, prayer amending, stuff like that. Get some renews out if you have to move as well. Or even some shields, you know, if you're on the move. So don't be afraid to use that kind of stuff. Don't be afraid to try and heal on the move. And okay. Let's talk about that one. I'm glad you moused over that. Can you click, please? Okay. This also, I think, is the healing through avoidable damage taken, if anything. Ideally, tanks will be at the top. Blood DK, sometimes it's hard. They should either be 1 or 2. Meaning that there was a lot of failure damage taken by yourself, Sienna, Josh. I dare say, Adam, you took some too. Being a tank, often it's hard to avoid. I get that. I understand that. And Becky. And don't get me wrong, failure damage isn't something that you just easily avoid everything. It's about minimizing it and finding ways to keep it as low as possible. And that's stuff like, Tina, don't greed the cast. If you're in the bad move, don't let it get off. Even if you're 80% of the way through, if you're in a circle, it's not worth dying to get 100k or a 200k heal on. Hell, even if you heal someone to full, it's not worth dying. Because once you're dead, the group dies. Or they're effectively dead. And that's one of the things I would look at trying to move forward. if you fail a mechanic in a boss or anything like that, you give permission for everyone else to fail as well. And if that's the case, then, well, the group fails. So try and take the mechanics that seriously. Try not to sit there and heal through some of the stuff. Don't get me wrong. You're not going to get it every time. But when you don't get it, you have an ability to lean on the group as much as the group will lean on you when they do fail that. So if everyone's doing it, then no one wins. But if one person incidentally gets clipped by it or anything like that, you can make it through, you know? But if no one gets clipped by it, oh man, that feels so smooth. So try and think about that moving forward. We'll go on to damage done now. Adam, those healing numbers are quite high too. I'm going to track that to Vampiric Embrace and a lot of the magic absorbs and stuff like that. If you find that your survivability is high, you might be able to swap off some defensive trinkets and move to more offensive ones as a tank too. Okay. Overall DPS is low. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. And this could just be a symptom of the fact that overall pot usages, cooldown usages, and stuff like that. In these sort of runs, I would treat it as use them if you've got it. Use everything to your advantage. So be using your cooldowns, off cooldown, optimize your rotations as much as possible, because there will be down periods for your damage and DPS and stuff like that. And that's going to be primarily through movement of mechanics and stuff like that. Becky, on a big AoE pull and stuff like that, you can throw your Catter out to get those immolations out, because I see your immolation damage is really high. You should be going into that Rain of Fire spam and all that kind of stuff if it's multi-target. You know, if it's if you're looking at 2-target cleave, you know, I'm sure you'd be taking use of those havoc moments and stuff like that. But if you've got your Infernal on, drop a pot, you know, drop an Infernal, watch them just burn, and then start raining fire on them. With Kata going out, and just keep those soul shard generation high based on those immolations. So that's great. Sienna, the tip the scales and stuff like that. I don't know what build you're currently using, but your pyre damage is sitting a little low at this particular point in time. In those big AoE pools and stuff like that, those pyres will be hitting like trucks, absolute trucks. So I know that there's some builds out there that utilizes high instacast, and I can't remember what it's called, but it gives them a like they don't spend, or they don't cost anything. And with Ellie Shaman, I've got to be honest with you, I don't Ellie Shaman a lot. I was very much an enhancement fan. But if you just scroll down, Chain Lightning, Overload, Earthquakes. Earthquakes is a little hard, especially with a bit more of a kiting meta and stuff like that, but Ruby Life Pool, there's not a lot of kiting. If you know where the tank's going, so you say, I'm going up the stairs, drop an Earthquake up the stairs, not where the ads are, up the stairs, because he'll instantly just drag them in there and you can just go absolutely ham. Those Chain Lightning Overloads, you pop that with Stormkeeper, you pop a pot, you just destroy them, absolutely destroy them. And your Ellies will help you, I believe. Again, apologies, but I'm not super confident with Ellie Shaman. If you've got Heckly and stuff like that, feel free to take advantage of that. But also do note that control is king in this 15 plus stage. When it comes to bosses, communicate. I think that's one of the biggest thing when I saw Roaring Blazes go out, was that no one was preemptively calling their kicks. I'll grab first, I'll grab second, you know, and stuff like that. If you're calling the kick as you do it, it's almost too late, because someone's probably gone for the kick as well. Or, you know, people are kind of just checked out a little bit. I'm just going to put damage into the thing and then hope it dies and then get to the next one. type situation. Try and have a try and be a couple of steps ahead, effectively, and be prepared for going back to the worst if you get caught out, right? So when it comes to positioning, especially for that second boss, that first boss actually went pretty well. One of the things that I did notice is that the boss's shield lasted a long time, which puts a lot more pressure on the healer. Tina, you're going to have to be, for time trials, I'll say it, try to be sinking in as much damage as possible, especially where you can. If you're not healing anyone or anything like that, get a couple of Shadow Web Pains out. If they're safe and they're not 100%, that's fine. Chuck a Renew on them maybe, and then start putting some Shadow Web Pains out. Your Divine Star, boom, throw it through. You know, it's good to cleave enemies with and all that kind of stuff as well. Don't be scared to do the damage as well. And you could be using your pots as well, especially if it's a high healing situation. You want to do a little bit more healing, pop it. If you want to give yourself a little bit more damage too, for free, go to the competitive consumables guide. There's a pot that you can get which makes you radiate damage, AoE damage. You see a big pool, just pop that pot and you'll be doing a lot of damage just from a pot, right? If you're currently not using a pot and you think, oh man, I don't want to be sitting there using globals when I could be healing someone, pop that pot, do that damage, help them get that down, and you're free up to heal. You are absolutely free up to heal. I believe that's so Tina, you're there, yeah? Yep. If you go to the competitive consumables guide, a little Tauren with a gas mask on. Don't know why he's wearing a gas mask. There is, go to the next page. You see Potion of Shocking Disclosure, top right.
That's something you want me to do?
Grab a couple of them, right? 5-minute cooldown, right? So if you don't want to be sitting there casting Shadow Web Pains or anything like that, when you're in those big pools with the Infernos and even stuff like that, you can pop one every 5 minutes. So they'll get at least 2 of those pools. You can sit in there and pop some raw damage. So if you go over to your dummies, your training dummies now, and look at your damage done and go to your window, make sure it's the current DPS done. Yep, so you're on damage done. Yep, just go up there. Don't hit them. Don't hit them at all. Just go up and pop a pot. You got to run into them though, like in melee range. It's the purple one in your backpack. First bag. Yep, just run up to them and use that.
$175K.
Yep, it's just radiating like about 150k, 200 and something k damage every radiation, right?
Yeah.
And that's, again, that's free damage. Free damage. So stuff like that can definitely help if you're not using the ultimate power on some of these pulls and stuff like that, which in timed runs, you'll find that your raw healing throughput should cover it. If you want a cheaper, quicker, easier way to do damage, there's one of them, right? Just pop a potion, just stand on them. You'll be good to go. And that'll do damage for you. So in those Inferno pools, say the first one, boom, you drop that on them, right? You probably won't have it up for the second one, maybe not even the third one, but the fourth one, boom, you drop that on them. You're good to go. And while you're doing that, you just heal everyone.
Okay, I'll remember that.
Yeah. So these little tips and tricks and stuff like that will help you go through and plan moving forward. That second boss is a hurdle. But what you will most likely find is that moving through that stuff, taking advantage of those pots, taking advantage of those consumables, stuff like that, making sure your buffs and all that kind of stuff are high, that you're pumping out that kind of stuff is really, really good. Now, if you want something to do, you see the guy that's on fire, like right behind you, the bottom right of your screen. See that guy?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to do laps between you see the group of the guys on fire to your left, and you see the pad to your right, those pillars. The pillar on the right, that guy, yeah. I want you to move backwards and forwards between them, healing that guy on fire. And don't stop moving.
Oh God. This is gonna be a problem. My key binding is messed up.
Okay, so now you've identified one of your problems. You need to be able to move and heal at the same time. And if you can't strafe or move and stuff like that, and excuse me, I am eating breakfast at the same time. If you find it difficult to move and heal, and I know, right? If you find it difficult to move and heal at the same time, you will struggle in some of those heavy mechanic situations, which, funnily enough, they pump out a lot of damage. This can be your training.
Thanks for all the feedback, Ross. I should probably go to bed. It's almost 2 a.m. here. But I appreciate you guys. See how this carries forward.
Not a problem. It's 100% doable. I hope it doesn't bring morale down, or anything like that. I think it's just some stuff to work on to get it from where you currently are to start doing the step into the 20s and the 21s and stuff like that.
Yeah, for me, it's nothing personal. I'm just here to have fun. It's a game, Always open to feedback and anything I can do to improve the experience for everyone. So, thank you.
No, thank you for honestly participating in this.
Yeah.
It's a community-based thing, and the more people that participate in this kind of stuff, the bigger it becomes, and the more it kind of works and all that kind of stuff. So thanks for participating, everyone. Good shit. 15s are hard. Despite what people say, they are hard. They are a challenge. And good luck moving forward.
Yep. If you have any more tank feedback for me, I'm time.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
You guys have a good morning, good evening, wherever you are.
Yeah, I hope you have a good night.
So you sleep well. Oh, well, hey. Time for you to go to bed now? Yeah, he's asleep.
Josh is snoring in his chair right now.
You guys have a good night.
You too, man. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, thanks, Drunk.
Not a problem.
I know it sounds like I always appreciate everything you take the time to do, Ross. I don't feel like I'm annoyed at you. I'm frustrated and annoyed at myself.
Try and take it with the thought of progress, right? There's always room for improvement. There's always ways to get better. I'm happy to provide feedback and all that kind of stuff. Do take it with a grain of salt. I can't tell you how you play your character the best. I can try and provide advice and feedback based on what I've seen to try and make things work a little better. If it works well for you, that's great. If you can find a way around it, that's even better. Because you might be like, oh, if I do this, then I don't have to do that, right? Like, for example, if you're Tina, if you're struggling to get out damage with Shadowed Pains and all that kind of stuff, smites, and incidental damage, pop those pots, man. Like, that might be way easier for you to do. And if that works better for you, then do that. Definitely do what works best for you.
I'm gonna use the pots for sure.
Right. Because again, it's a low effort, but honestly, a smart way of doing it. What do they say? Work smarter, not harder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big believer of that.
Am I? No, I'm not.
No, you're not. Yeah. If there's a takeaway from everyone, the good thing is though that improvements will be like little improvements for everyone is going to see huge results. I would argue. So best of luck. I'm gonna jump on and do some gaming myself. I might.
Alrighty.
What? You're not gonna be our guru.
I'm gurued out, unfortunately. I'm gurued out. I'm done.
We're gonna keep you in a little box and bring you out. I told him earlier. Like, I feel like I take a lot more than I give in this friendship.
I'm not keeping tabs. Not that kind of person. But either way, I'm gonna head off. Do some things. See you guys around?
Good day.
Yeah, I'll be around, mate. See me around. Bye.
Bye. Tina, I'm taking it you're gonna like go to bed too type of thing.
I'm thinking I'm gonna have to, because I'm gonna have to get my husband out of his chair because he's snoring, or was snoring. Now he's kind of looking at me like, what the crap is going on?
Alright.
He's like, what's happening?
Well, good luck. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Definitely.
Around the same time?
That's fine. We have raid, I guess, at 6 o'clock our time, which would be 6, 7, 8, 10.